The teacher noticed that an apprentice's painting was incomplete, so she went over and asked him to finish it. However, the apprentice looked very surprised and explained to the teacher that his painting was already complete. The teacher, thoroughly puzzled, then asked him to draw an apple. The apprentice sketched a few simple lines and quickly finished, but the apple he drew was still missing half. Then, the teacher asked him to draw a clock. The apprentice thought it was very simple and finished it quickly, but the clock in the painting was also incomplete. The teacher immediately realized the seriousness of the problem and thus suggested that the apprentice go to have his eyes checked. But the apprentice did not take the teacher's advice seriously, and he even showed his proud works to other people. However, everyone laughed at his paintings and even said that he was imitating the incomplete beauty of the sleeping Venus. At this point, the apprentice finally realized something was wrong. So he took his drawings and asked many people if there was any issue. But the responses he received were all the same: his paintings were incomplete. His older brother immediately took him to the hospital for an examination. After the results came in, the doctor asked him to draw a house on paper. Yet no matter how hard he tried, the house he drew was always incomplete. The doctor stated that there was a blood clot in his brain, which was pressing on the optic nerve and impairing his visual perception. In the end, the apprentice was diagnosed with hemispecial neglect. This made the apprentice extremely devastated, for the art exam was only 3 days away. If he weren't cured, all his efforts would be wasted. So, he consulted a neurology specialist. The specialist said the condition could be treated, but the recovery process might be long or short, depending on the individual. The apprentice immediately explained that he had an art exam coming up and was extremely worried. The specialist reassured him, suggesting that he could choose another way to create entirely new works, just like the sleeping Venus.